I came into Mystic Ballet straight from professional dance training. So this is my first kind of job outside, the first step of my career. And to think what that would be was absolutely not my experience. And that's what's so good, is that all the expectations that you have get stripped away. And so you can focus on who you are and what you want to be.
What I really like about the class is that I constantly feel pushed, because I realize that the only limit is just my mind. And as soon as I take those barriers out and just listen to what's being asked of me and try to see things from different point of views, I find myself challenged, I find myself discovering new paths, and that's what I really like about class.
I think the thing that I like most about the rehearsal process is taking the base layer of steps and creating it into something new. Mr. Gorin takes all of our steps. I always say it's like taking an apple, making apple pie. He takes the steps, makes it into choreography. And I really enjoy being a part of that process and, working with him and getting the individual attention as well.
Mystic Darkroom is very different than anything I have ever experienced, especially because of the show setting. So the audience is quite close to us, so we get to really connect with them through eye contact. And for me, eye contact is such an important part of sharing, because through the eyes of someone, you really get to see them like at their most vulnerable too. And that's what I really, really like here. The connection that I can find with the audience, or even with my peers.
Mystic Darkroom is the experience of our performances. And so it really is kind of that culmination of interacting with the audience, kind of connecting with each other, really connecting and bringing people in, so that everyone is having not just kind of like a fun time, because obviously everyone's having fun, but also giving them just that little bit extra, that kind of that personal touch that is, so often missed.
Just being surrounded by such wonderful people makes it easier to kind of like be myself and move how I want to move and not feel like judged or criticized by anything. It's like encouraged for you to be yourself, and that's really helped me find my own artistry.
I think the main way that Mystic Ballet has impacted my dancing is it's let me, break free of traditional technique, and instead of staying in that little box where everything has to be the same, you're able to find your own way about movement. It turns out I really like slow, slithery movement, and I was never able to get that with other traditional techniques. So like Mystic Ballet and the application of tick techniques really let me find myself as a dancer.
I would definitely recommend Mystic Ballet to other dancers, because it's definitely something very unique, and I think like different and unique experiences are important for everybody. And then also it's just a great environment and a really fun time that I think everyone should be able to enjoy.